Good evening. If you're catching the replay, I'm so excited because I woke up this morning with the scripture in my heart, as I typically do. And I was like, you know what? This is perfect for parents. Hey, Nikki, this is perfect for parents because I know that good, intentional parents want to help their children with homework. So I'm about to give you some homework help with ELA, figurative language. So if you have a child, who is school aged, specifically, I want you to listen. This is going to be a quick 10 minutes, and I want to share with you why it's so important. Okay, let me ask you this. Is it important that you know what your child is learning? Is it important to you that you have an idea of being able to assist them with homework, with math, with spelling, with English, language arts, ELA? Is it important that you can at least get them the resources that they need to be successful in those areas? If it is important, I want you to stay logged on. If it's not important, I want you to tag a friend because I'm about to break down figurative language. And the reason why scripture helped me, like, triggered me to think about this is because the Bible is full of figurative language. In fact, in John 16, which I was reading, Jesus was like, let me break it down for you. Okay, let me let me speak plainly, because I'm using figurative language, or I've been using figurative language for stories and for parables. And so, what figurative language is really the language that is used in literary text, and sometimes it's used in, uh, or it's mostly taught when using poetry, which is interesting because poetry is like a little mini lesson in most literacy programs that I've been a part of. But poetry is all around us. Poetry is in music, poetry is in scripture, poetry is in good children's books. It's all over the place, right? And the opposite, or the contrast of figurative language, is literal language. So if you sit at a dining room table and you're like, and your child's real hungry, and they're scarfing down their food, um, you may say, you are eating like a cow. Okay. Eating like a cow is a comparison to the way they're eating and the way a cow eats. You don't literally mean they're eating like a cow. They're not eating grass. They're not chewing exactly the same, but that's the comparison. Sorry, y'all. That's the comparison. That's a simile. You're comparing two things using the word like or as. This is like that, or this is as blank as this. You get what I'm saying? So figurative language is a lot of fun. That's why I want to start with this, because you may be hearing it, your kids may be bringing it home. It may be months before you actually dive into figurative language, but the goal for me today is that you have an understanding that you don't have to know everything to know something. You don't have to know everything to assist your children with homework. I want you to feel empowered that when they bring you something, even if you know somebody who knows, you know somebody who could find somebody who knows. You have a resource and you have access, and you can figure out, you can feel empowered to help your children succeed in school. My goal is to help you access all the resources. So the resources might be a person, it might be a website, it might be a workbook, it may be just an understanding and knowledge. And especially this English language arts, or if it is reading, writing, speaking, presenting, I would love to assist you because I love reading. I taught reading, fifth grade reading. No, I taught was it sixth grade? I taught sixth grade reading my first 2 years in the classroom. Then I taught fifth grade reading. And then I taught second grade, all subjects. And then I taught third grade, all reading. And then I taught fourth grade reading and sixth grade reading. Reading. Okay. English language arts is my jam, especially elementary, middle school. And I have support if you need high school intervention as well in our tutoring. But back to the lesson, right? Homework help, English language arts, figurative language. we already have broken down that figurative language is a type of communication where the words don't actually strictly, literally mean what they say, right? There is a deeper or another meaning or message. So let's go to some examples. I pulled up some examples in nursery rhymes, and one of my favorite is Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. So oftentimes that song is sung as a nursery rhyme, as a lullaby before bedtime. And it's Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Now, I don't know about you, but I remember holding Josiah, looking at him and singing that song. And the meaning was not about a star in the sky. It was about my baby. My baby was the star. And I was thinking to myself, what were you thinking? I was thinking to myself, this is a beautiful baby. I created a beautiful baby. And I just, let me take a moment to imagine how amazing he will be. How he's not like any other stars, any other babies, any other children. He's special and he's unique. And he's going to shine in this world. He's going to, I want to say outshine, but it's not about other people. He's going to shine real bright. I wonder what he'll do. I wonder what he'll be. You might be saying, Cassandra, you getting real too deep behind some Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. But here's the thing. That's a poem, right? That's a song, and that uses a lot of figurative language. And so it uses similes, right? It uses um, twinkle, twinkle, little star. Okay, let me give you some of the terms. So one is hyperbole. It's an extreme exaggeration. Hyperbole, you're doing the most. So the example that I use, you look like a cow chewing, okay? Not only a simile, it's an exaggeration. Um, This backpack feels like a ton of bricks. What am I really saying? I'm just saying it's heavy. Sometimes people who use figurative language, they call us people who exaggerate, we're extra, we're doing the most. But it's just that we've mastered figurative language. So you got to read between the lines, right? Another example of figurative language is alliteration. Um, that is the repeating. Sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze. I'm going to give you an example of alliteration. Peter Piper, and I had to pull it up. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. That's repeating the beginning sound of a word repeatedly. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Sally sells I can't even say it one time. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. And so those are examples. Those are examples that are like glaringly obvious, but there are ways that poets and authors use alliteration, and they use it in order to emphasize a point. I'm going to come back with part 2 because that's been 10 minutes. I got to go, but I wanted to make sure that you all had something for the road. The empowerment in knowing that you can help your child succeed. At school, you can provide the resources, locate the resources, offer them the resources, and I want to help you on that journey. So if you haven't already, please make sure that you join the Parent Plus Summit, that you book a discovery call so that we can get really clear on your goals, your version of success for your child, and so that you have support along the way. I'm so glad you tuned in. This was quicker than I've ever done, but I wanted to make sure that I came on, said hi, and gave you this piece of information. You can help. You can help. You can help with homework. All right? You can do it. Talk to you soon. Bye.